Back with another installment of the Doug Tolin Show, and Coach, got the Shawnee Showdown out of the way last week with the St. Gregory's game, and were you surprised at the points you were able to put up?
Well, I was. That's such a different type of zone that you're never sure what you're going to get. But I was really pleased that our guys went over there ready to play. I mean, it was an important game to our guys, and they prepared well, and then they did the things that they'd practiced, the things we talked about. Hey, you got to do this and this and this to attack this zone. They really did a good job of doing the things that we practiced and worked on. So, those two characteristics of getting ready to play and being able to take the game plan and implement it during the game, those are good characteristics that can help a team against anybody, I think.
And that first half, we were 1 for 11 from three-point range, but we still put up 41 points. I say we like I was out there with you. But we still had the 41 points because the guys inside were just dominating. Right.
I mean, and obviously a lot of it was Nate, but there were some other guys getting offensive rebounds in there too. And we probably fell in love with the jump shot maybe a little bit, but they were pretty good looks. I think the thing you've got to be careful of, the way that zone is played, those shots are probably going to be there throughout the possession. And you want to be careful and test the zone for some other things before you settle for that jump shot. And again, they were pretty good looks, but I'd like to have done a little bit more maybe on 2 or 3 of them before we shot them. But we did shoot them better the second half, and that was a good thing.
You have to like the way your team looked on film too. If other people are looking at that, you see the guy with 32 points, but then you got 3 other double-figure scorers going as well.
Well, it's been pretty good, knock on wood, so far, or pretty balanced. I think that we've got some guys who can score in different ways and can score consistently, whether it's inside or outside or off the dribble, get to the free throw line, things like that. There'll be nights where it's hard to score because that's just the way basketball is, but you sure like the way the balance of our team looks at this point in the season.
And we wrapped up the pre-Christmas schedule with Friends University coming in. They're 7-4 this season. What do you know about them?
Well, they're 7-4, and they've been beaten 2 of those games by Oklahoma Wesleyan, the #1 team in Division II, who we know the coach and we know some of the players, so we know they're an outstanding team. Not only #1, they're national champions last year. So there's 2 of their losses, and they've won 6 in a row now. They've really got it going pretty well. I think the thing that we're going to talk about with our guys is we played them here last year, and I don't know, we may have overlooked them a little bit, but we played pretty well. We beat them 80-71, and it was a game till the very end. They played very, very well, and they're better than they were last year. There's no doubt. Their best player's back. They've added another guard who some people say is better than the one that's back. So they look good on film, and they're a good team, and it's going to be a good game. It's not going to be just a throwaway game here before Christmas and then go home and celebrate. We're going to have to get ready to play.
And the possibility exists that we may be seeing Kevin Swinton out on the floor for this one?
Well, so far, I mean, it's so good. Everything seems to be falling in place. I don't think the final paperwork has been done yet, but it looks like hopefully that again he'll be ready to go Friday and everything will be taken care of. He's obviously practiced with us all the way through the year so far, and is anxious to play. It's been a long time since he's played a game, and we're anxious to get him in there and get him started and see how he's going to fit in. And we hope that he's going to be a positive and really help a pretty good team right now become even better is what we hope. I don't know that it's fair to say that it could be. We're expecting the same thing as Nate last year. Nate was a perfect fit for that team last year. That team had just about everything except an inside score, and Nate was exactly what that team needed, and it really went as well as we could have hoped, up until the last week or 2 of the season. And then I don't think it was Nate or it was bringing him in. It was just we didn't play as well. But that's hopefully going to be a situation where Kevin's going to give us a big, strong rebounder, big, strong defender down in there, and somebody can keep the double and triple teams off of Nate, like we saw, for example, at Mid-America Nazarene, where they had 2 and 3 and 4 on Nate basically the whole game.
Yeah. And we come into the player profile segment, and today we're going to talk about Mirko Vojinovic. And Mirko's been in all 9 games this year, started a few, and this is not something you expect from a big man, but 4 for 4 this year from three-point range.
Mirko's a good shooter. There's no doubt about that, and he likes to be able to step out there and take that shot. I think European players kind of have that knock, I guess, that they're soft and they finesse players. But Mirko's a good shooter. There's no doubt about that. Not just the 3-point line, but the free throw line area and free throws and things like that. He can really add offensively, I think. And of course, with his size, he's a factor in there, and he's always ready whenever we need him. There have been several games we've put him in, and he's really made a difference for us. So it's nice to have a guy sitting over there of Mirko's caliber that's ready to go when you call on him.
And pretty strong in the classroom as well.
Well, he's an outstanding student. I get tickled at him, and of course they're taking finals right now. Every semester always worried, and this is the hardest class he's ever had, or the hardest semester he's ever had, and you look at grades and it's 3.5 or 3.7 or something like that. So I've started to take that with a grain of salt and just expect Mirko to do well, because he is a serious student and he works hard at it. International business is what he's majoring in, which will obviously be something he can use either at home or here, wherever he chooses to be after he's done. But he's a very good representative of our basketball team on the floor and off the floor.
All right, Coach Tolin, thanks a lot for another week of the Doug Tolin Show.
Okay, thank you, Ray.